Out of 900 fugitives from American immigration law who illegally crossed into Canada, only 6 have been deported from Canadian soil. Today, I'm going to tell you what that means for Canada's latest sanctuary city, Edmonton, Alberta. Canada's Minister of Gangs and Border Security, Bill Blair, thinks that nearly all of Canada's well over 30,000 illegal border crossers have been either deported or self-deported. Just watch this crazy clip.
Some of them just choose to leave. I will tell you that we did experience a surge of people last year. We found a very small percentage of them were actually eligible to stay, and the overwhelming majority of those people have left.
But as they say on The Maury Show, the lie detector determined that to be false, or maybe Bill Blair just doesn't read or watch any news. We know through earlier reports that at least 34,000 asylum seekers have just sauntered across the border into Canada, and only 398, just 1%, have been removed. And as reported in the Toronto Sun and based on numbers tabled recently in the House of Commons, 900 illegal border crossers since April of 2017 were already under deportation orders issued by the American government. For all intents and purposes, these people are fugitives from American justice, and yet as of the end of June 2018, only 6 of these people have been deported from Canadian soil. Those are a lot of somebody else's problems just walking around the streets of Canada. Now, when faced with that information, Bill Blair tweeted that he clearly misspoke when he suggested that a majority of people who arrived last year have left. He wrote, "They await disposition of their claim accordingly." But we know that may take years and years and years to see that so-called disposition. And in the meantime, we just might lose track of all those lawbreakers. And it looks like Bill Blair might have maybe lost track of some of them. Just look at this exchange between conservative immigration critic Michelle Rempel and Bill Blair in the House of Commons from Monday. Just watch.
If the minister can't tell the House how many illegal border crossers remain in Canada, how can they possibly expect to believe that he knows where they are? Where are they?
Honourable Minister of Border Security.
Mr. Speaker, under Canadian law, all people coming into this country seeking asylum are entitled to due process. When all of those processes have been exhausted and they are deemed ineligible, they are subject to removal by CBSA. The people that the member opposite is referring to are still engaged in that process.
Well, isn't that fantastic? Bill Blair doesn't have a clue where these people are. He cannot answer Michelle Rempel's questions at all. 900 criminals just wandering about. That's like opening the doors of a major prison and just letting those people walk free. But I'm willing to make an educated guess where the majority of these people fleeing justice in the United States may have gone. I'm willing to bet that a majority of them went to the sanctuary cities of Toronto and Montreal. Now, these are places where the city councillors have voted to basically erase Canadian immigration law and extend taxpayer-funded municipal services to any person illegally within the borders of Canada. Being a sanctuary city means that not only can illegal migrants take advantage of municipal services like swimming pools and recreation passes, but these migrants can also be in contact with law enforcement officers, like bylaw officers, without worrying about their immigration status or lack thereof, getting them arrested and then rightfully deported from Canada. And now these illegal criminals facing deportation for any number of offenses, crimes, or immigration fraud in the United States now have a third option when they are looking for somewhere to settle and be safe from justice. That place is chilly but beautiful Edmonton, Alberta. We told you yesterday, Edmonton has become Canada's newest sanctuary city for illegal migrants, which will predictably collapse our homeless shelter and food bank system, causing needy Canadians to compete with people who are here illegally for those scarce social services, the way becoming a sanctuary city has done to Montreal and Toronto. And sanctuary city status in Edmonton happened without any input or concern or care about the opinions of the people who would be footing the bill for all of it. Edmonton taxpayers. The mayor, Don Iveson, and 9 councillors voted the policy into reality. Now I'm doing 2 things and I need your help. First, I have a petition to Edmonton's mayor, calling on him not to spend another dime on illegal migrants while there are still 11,000 homeless people sleeping on Edmonton streets. You can sign that petition at upholdthelaw.ca. The second thing I want to do is give Edmontonians a chance to have their say, something Edmonton's mayor never afforded to them. I want to commission a fair and professional opinion poll from a reputable pollster to gauge Edmontonians' opinions on becoming a sanctuary city. But opinion polls, they're expensive. They cost a couple $1,000. If you can help pitch in to cover the cost of getting that opinion poll done, you can do that too at upholdthelaw.ca. I think Edmontonians are just like the rest of the country. They're not comfortable with criminals seeking refuge in their cities and their government being perfectly okay with it. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. I have a petition calling on Edmonton City Council to not spend a penny on illegal migrants while there are still 11,000 homeless people in their city. You can sign that petition at upholdthelaw.ca. And if you can help me cover the cost to commission a fair opinion poll to actually ask Edmontonians what they think about becoming a sanctuary city, you can do that too. You can donate at upholdthelaw.ca.